Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Today's the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally going to happen. The automobile industry should be kicking off in just a moment's time. We have to just wrap up a last handful of things with regards to getting workers over to the factories, making sure that goods are being delivered appropriately and at, decent quantities. But apart from that, we are more or less ready to go. It's something we've been working on for so very long. I mean, it was planned a long time ago, but we knew we weren't going to get to it for a while. In these last handful of sessions, we've just been inching closer and closer, and now it's hopefully today, almost without a doubt, it's finally time. So there's a lot to do, folks. Don't want to waste any more time with this introduction. Just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. With all that said and done, let's get the show on the road, shall we? I am so excited. I am so pumped to finally be at this sort of moment, I suppose. I saw a couple of comments with regards to, can we please start having cars roll out before the year 2000? I think we're safe. I think we're right there, right? There shouldn't be more than a handful of months worth of work left. Just as a reminder, again, last session we did get this train down over here with this very vibrant blue boxcar, moving crops over from our farms over here down to over here so that we can get the production of, everything that happens in this area happening at a decent rate. So that's, in motion. That's all working already. The next steps, of course, involve getting the actual, products from this area back up to the vehicle production area. We'll get into that. That's going to be the first thing we do, and then we're going to go ahead and ensure that passengers are actually able to get up over here as well. Now, here's an issue. Actually, you know what? We're fine. I think we're fine. I was going to say the issue is that we have our train depot up over here. How is it going to how's it going to connect to over here? How are trains going to end up over here? Well, what's going to happen is hopefully the trains will go down over here through the steel mill, up over here to their first stop, and then they'll be able to come up over here. I don't think I want extremely large trains, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's first very quickly take a look at some of our constants that we check on, that I like to check on before we dive into a session. Looks like our population stats are relatively stagnant, actually. Why do I feel like it's been at 50.6 for a while here? This year as a whole, it does look like it's kind of flattened, maybe dipped down a little bit. I wish I could click on this and actually hover over. Oh, hey, can I? Hang on a second. Is that all? No. Hang on a second. Is it always this population? I guess it's always this population by default. That tripped me up real hard. But you can kind of see, it's kind of fluctuating, but I would call this stagnation. It's been going up and down around the same number here. So fair enough. 21 pluses continue to be at an exorbitantly high rate, so we're going to want to solve that sooner rather than later. And just as a reminder as well, we do have this entire complex up and running now, though we do have to take care of power supply to this area, which is part of today's goals as well. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think the first thing we're going to do is, yes, focus on the automobile industry. Are we good to hit play? I think so. We never need to really talk about our economic situation anymore, though I do want to check something with regards to imports. We're still importing fuel somewhere, eh? Where do we import fuel? I got a couple of spots where the way I have it set up is, if for some reason fuel doesn't get delivered, I want to make sure places don't suddenly just stop working. Let me see, this year as a whole. Actually, that's a lot more fuel than I would like to import. Where are we? Oh, you know what? No, that doesn't make any sense. I was going to say maybe it's at these docks or something. These guys aren't even buying fuel anymore, ever. Neither are they doing it up over here. Fuel. We have a couple spots where we're buying, but, again, I doubt these places are ever that empty. I could cancel the purchases. The reason why I haven't done that is because of, using it as a bit of a safety net. In the worst case scenario where fuel really gets that low, I want to make sure that, it's never empty. I guess I could drop it by another step. I'm so sure that 2 was the minimum that fuel had to be. I wonder if that's changed recently. I wonder if I can... Oh, yeah, see, for some of them, 2 is the minimum it has to be. Stick to fuel, please. Over here... Fine. We shouldn't be getting that low. 67, 61.9, 62.3. Yeah, I can't imagine for the life of me where we paid for fuel. Was it this year? Was it 98 that we noticed the issues down over here? Because that's the only explanation I can think of, is we fixed this year, I guess. Anyway, okay, fuel, we'll keep an eye out for it, see what's going on there. Bitumen, we're still importing in certain spots, so I want to take a look at that as well. Importing? I meant, did I say importing with an M? Yeah, M for Michael, or for Michael, or for Marx. What is the Warsaw Pact equivalent of the NATO alphabet? What's the Soviet equivalent of the NATO alphabet? If anybody knows, do share. Iron ore continues to be a pain. Not that, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Electronics will soon take care of. There's all construction stuff as well. Fuel though, that's weird. Fuel and oil. Well, oil I know, it's the plants up by Trainwrecksky. Okay, but fuel. Anyway, sorry, just thought I'd check that really quickly because it's been a while since we've looked at it. Economy's doing fine despite that, so I'm okay not focusing on that primarily because overall we're making massive amounts of money. Though we haven't made dollars in a while, have we? Now that I think about it, dollars. Where are we? View, import, export, Western countries. Yeah, what's going on here? This year as a whole? Oh, okay, no, we are still... Yeah, it takes a long time to load these things up and then ship them all the way across, like, down the river and stuff. Okay, fair enough. As long as all that stuff is still moving, we're done here. Let's go ahead and hit play. Let time move forward. Everything is moving okay. Yeah, look at that. Look at that flood of workers coming down over here. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. In fact, unemployment right now is not too shabby. 2,300 is not that bad. And it's only going to get better as we, start picking up more people up over here to take them to the vehicle production facilities and whatnot. Food is missing. Food and meat both. Just checking on a hunch over here. Got food, we got meat over there. What's the situation up over here? Just ran out of food, I just caught it. And meat we still... Yeah, we're gonna have to sort that out soon, I think. Cars for now, but we'll sort that out soon. Okay, I guess the next order of business is to... Do I want to build these? Do these matter to me? I mean, the icons bother me, but they're not essential. Do we need crossing available over here? I don't think so. Are the semaphores okay over here? Oops, semaphores. Let's see. Am I okay with them being two-way all the way down? All the way down to over here? Yeah, I guess I don't necessarily mind, except for when it causes issues like this. Right? Down over here, they go down over here, they keep going, and one splits off over here. We do have a crossing down over here. Right, like we could make this... We can't make this one way because this needs to be a two-way to allow this thing to get out as well. And it would cross over to whichever side it needs to be on. I suppose that's the right thing to do. That would be the right thing to do, right? So let's go ahead and make this into a chain going this way because it's going into a junction. And on the way out, it needs to be a regular... Yeah, keep these as one-ways. Keep going straight. Keep these as one-way. Hold on a second. Right side should be going up, right? Yeah, right side should be going up. So, flip this around. I'm just gonna flip this around and... Oh, you're gonna... Okay, sure. You're gonna cancel. Do that. That works too. Flip you around, right side, going up. Yes. Cool. Making sure I got this all correct over here. Just to... I mean, as long as we're consistent, it's fine, but I want to have some convention, you know? It's all one ways, all one ways. Go ahead and get rid of... Should be able to get rid of these. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Thanks for that waypoint tip, by the way, in the comments as well. Using the waypoint, you can add and remove with one click as opposed to needing to swap what you're using. And I'm all about saving clicks. All about saving clicks. Can't remove this one or this one, I imagine. Oh, we can remove that one. What about this one? I guess it's being used right now, which is why we can't remove it. Trying to figure out if we even need, like, do we need a semaphore over there? Because right now it's a pretty long stretch without any. Semaphores help keep things moving as well. You know what, actually, how about it? How about we put one over here? Just to match up with this one, right? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're not going to let me. Come on, game. You can see the tracks in the middle here. Fine. Be that way. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Come on. It's fine. It's fine if they're both staggered. You know, it makes them feel separate. That's fine. Still right side moving up, right side moving up. Now here we have a two-way. Am I okay with that? I guess I'm okay with that. Where do they switch over, though? Because eventually it becomes one-ways. Right, so they would need to switch over here. Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully they'll do that. This should work. This should work. Now again, in a worst case scenario, I can make this into like an overpass, but we don't get much traffic over here. We don't get much traffic over here at all, so I'm fine with trains having to, you know, stop every once in a while. Not everything has to be made into an overpass, but if we do start seeing a lot of strain over here and a lot of backup over here, then we'll adjust this. Okay. I wanted to check the semaphores first so that now I can get things going. So our steel train is first up, put by another one of these, the DR Class 243. It's a little bit slower, again, just as a reminder, than the CHS2T. But there's a very short distance we have to travel anyway. Better engine power. Engine power helps with acceleration. It also helps with going like uphill and stuff. But this is a very, very short trip. We're just dropping steel off over here, right? Yeah, let's go with the DR Class 243. Let's add another one of these nice bright red vehicles, of course, always. And then this will be for our big haul, of course, of resources. So let's see. We need to purchase... Oh. What is going on here? There we go. Early access game, folks. What are we looking for? We're looking to move steel. So steel is on a cargo wagon on the open wagons, right? 67 tons, 70 tons, 79 tons. We can do 140 tons at a time. I feel like that's a reasonable amount to shift at any given time. Let's see. What is the best way to check? Okay, 40 tons of steel per workday. Really, eh? Okay. So if I... That's if they're working at full capacity. So if I actually put down 140 tons of steel to be picked up, is it actually going to take like 3 1/4 or whatever, 3 1/2 rather, sorry, work days to pick it all up? I'm even doing my math right there. I'm fairly certain I'm not. 70 times 2 is 140. 140 tons of steel would take 3 is 120 tons. And a half is 140 tons. Yeah, okay. Is that how long it would take to load this thing up? Well, let's experiment here. I feel like that's a reasonable amount to move at any given time. Small train. Very small train. Let's go ahead and start over here, load up steel. Go over here, unload steel. Do we wait until loaded? That's a big question as well. Do we wait until it's fully loaded before making those moves? For now, I'm going to say no. I want to see how this impacts the flow of resources around here as well. If we're going to shut down these mechanical components factories and things like that, we'll have to... we'll look into that after this movement begins. We'll see what that does for us. Because let's not forget, mechanical components are needed for more than just making cars, so I don't just want to cut off the production of mechanical components for other purposes as well. Right. You get to start. Let's go. So that should be relatively simple. I can't imagine, I can't foresee that causing too many issues over here. There's the train on its way. Beautiful. Oh, it makes me so happy just to see these vehicles moving through these spaces right now, honestly. I should upgrade these roads as well, now that I think about it. Auto build. Let's go ahead and auto build you guys. Let's do it. I'm fairly certain that these are done. I'm fairly certain we're not going to be making any more adjustments to these roads. I mean, some of these roads don't need to exist. Honestly, like this thing, I'm not going to build this because we might actually demolish this entire unit over here. Wish I'd considered this warehouse sooner, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, good, we're building. I was like, why are we not building? We're good, we're good. And then, again, vehicles have to be moved via truck, unfortunately, down to here. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Forklifts can't move cars. Who'da thunk? We're all good. We're all good. We'll get a truck to do that. That's fine. All right. We're good. All upgraded. Still some upgrades down over here needed as well, but we'll look into that in a moment. We'll look into that in a moment. How about these footpaths? Yeah, they're good. All right. Next train. More of that train to get through. Is it working fine? I could be. Yeah, you're loading up. Are you the focus? I imagine you would be. I imagine you're prioritized over anything else. Seems to be the case. This takes time to load up, eh? Well, let's see, if we shut down Rather, if we change up the distribution of workers over here, steel mill gets, let's say 39. Let's reduce how much the rail construction office gets because it doesn't need that much anymore. And mechanical components factory as well. Let's try that. More workers means more steel more quickly, right? So, again, that's 40 tons of steel produced per work day at a full worker capacity. Oof. This will take time at this rate. You're moving over already? Is that... You're dropping 16 tons off? Okay, fair enough. That's what happens when you don't have... wait until loaded, I guess. That you have other things. You're picking up the steel right now, eh? But I guess the mechanical components factory is prioritized? No, it is vehicles prioritized first. Okay, cool. Interesting. Alright, we might need some major adjustments down over here. But for now, let's go ahead and purchase. Now, this is the long distance journey, right? Going from all the way down over here up to over here. Are we stuck? No, you're moving. Yeah, you're moving just fine. Alright, good. I wasn't sure. It looked like it was stuck, so I was a little nervous there. Electrical locomotive. We're going to go ahead with this because it's a little bit faster, stronger engine power as well. A little bit heavier. No, actually. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier, but that's fine. 160, 160. I say, I wish I could... Like, why would I choose one over the other over here? Is it a matter of dates? Yeah, I guess it's a matter of timing. Yeah. We've reached that stage in the game where everything's unlocked for us, so go ahead and pick you up, buddy. Alright. Now, here's the thing. We need to ship up chemicals, fabric, and plastics. That's all for the production. Clothes we can do if we want to on the same train. I'm thinking doing it on the same train is not a bad idea. I feel like we can fit maybe 3 cars on this. I feel like 3 cars is about the length that we can fit over there and up over here as well. Right, like 1... I might need to adjust this, by the way. 1, 2... We have the locomotive, and then 1, 2, 3, maybe. Okay. Let's try that. So, we've got you. Let's go ahead and purchase in terms of cargo wagons. I believe the box car carries all of these goods, right? Plastics, clothes, chemicals. Plastics, clothes, chemicals, and fabric. Yes, the box car is what we need. Question is which one? 33 tons, 34 tons. A little bit cheaper as well. A little bit lighter too. Okay. What about you? Different color, a little bit more expensive. What's the benefit of this? What? Hold on. It's newer. 22 tons. Okay, it does carry more crops. And more fabric. Ah, okay, it's marginal. Not that big a deal. Alright, fine. Let's stick to the boxcar 11270. How many of these do we want, though? Because, again, we want to pick up a little bit of everything. Let's go ahead with 3 cars. Right, so let's go ahead and give 1, 2, 3 cars. Now, you are going to... See if we can't get this right over here. You're going to head down over here. Ooh. Are you stuck? Or are you waiting? I would call you stuck over here. What's the deal? What's the deal here? Why are crops not being taken away at a faster rate? Anyway, tracks. It's because you're looking all the way down over here as well because of the chain. You're looking down there and you can see construction. Okay, well in that case, let's go ahead and I think over here we should be able to make this like so. And over here, place there. 2 ways for that. That should do the trick. Come on now. Come on now. You should be good. I wonder if I want to put these further up over here as well. Like that. And I can clear these. Just so it's kind of lined up. I'm going to pull this back a little bit as a result. Pull this to like over here maybe. Sure, and then these can be all 2 ways actually. At least for the construction time, and then we'll change these to 1 ways afterwards. Yeah, okay, cool. That ought to do the trick. Nice. I'm feeling a bit more comfortable with I mean, maybe I'm doing these, maybe there's more efficient ways to do them, but I feel pretty happy actually at my comfort level with tracks now compared to how things have been over the course of this entire Let's Play. So, and hopefully I'm figuring stuff out at a decent rate. I'm pretty happy with it at least. I'm pretty happy with it at least. All right, over here, we're going to pick up what? We're going to pick up loads. All right, so this is where things get weird, and I don't like how it does numbers. Our capacity is different for different items, right? Clothes, chemicals, fabrics, plastics. That's everything we want to pick up. Now, when I say 100% of all this stuff, will it do an assortment of everything? Or do I have to load multiple separate things and specify like 33%, 10%, 20%, etc., 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 right? I would like to prioritize certain things. I would like to say, hey, don't pick up as many clothes, let's say, as you pick up plastic. But to be fair, I don't know if we'll even get to these numbers. I'm going to try this for now. And let's go ahead and drop all that off over. I've overshot it, haven't I? Yeah, over here. We're going to unload everything. We're not going to wait until unloaded. You, and you. Just helps me keep things organized over here. Okay. That's that. Now it looks like steel is already being pushed around a little bit. That's good. Why wait, right? Train's over here dropping some off. You guys are picking some up. Where are you actually taking it, though? Where are you actually taking it? Down to the electrical components factory. This thing will scoop up steel when there's workers. Now, there's no power here, really. I thought I fixed that last session. Did I not? Well, you know, I think I just talked about it, but didn't actually go about doing it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I guess these guys have no power. Alright, fair enough. There is a line somewhere over here, if I recall correctly, that I was going to draw from. I need to wait until the sun rises, I think. While we're waiting for that, why don't we go ahead and build these tracks over here. Things that we can do while it's dark. Okay, for all of you. We need these for passengers to come through after all. We're gonna have to fix our semaphores over here as well, right? Let's in fact do that really quickly over here before it's like too late or something. Coming down over here. Now these, I think, need to be chains actually, because they're going into a crossing over here. On the other side, right side going, left side coming. Alright, we're good. What is this construct? Oh, right. These tracks haven't been built yet, of course. Pay for you. Expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, not the end of the world. Not at all the end of the world. Okay, good stuff. I might want to put down another semaphore somewhere over here along these lines. Definitely need another crossing. Right? Come out over there. Let's go ahead and put a crossing down over... Well, hang on a second, let me see. Can I put a crossing down over here? It's a little... Oh, we can. What about on the other side, though? Not so neat, is it? Not too neat at all. Yeah, not a big fan of that. Kind of asymmetrical crossing lengths. Alright, not a problem. Go ahead and cancel you, please, and... Thank you. Cancel you as well. Thank you. Go ahead and get rid of that. Get our crossing down somewhere over here. That works for me. There we go. And there we go as well. Just commission these for now. Right, that should be okay. Allow both of these to cross. A little bit of a section over here where they go on one side or the other. On this side, I'm going to want to go ahead and get, I believe, chain. This is right side that way. Well, these are 2 ways. Once you get there, because I want to make sure this is 2 ways, right? This can be this way. Right, and you swap over if you need to. That seems correct to me. This is a 2-way as well. Yeah, this looks like it makes sense to me. Hopefully I'm not wrong. After I just spoke about how I feel pretty good about understanding tracks a bit better nowadays, but we'll find out together. We'll find out a bit, just a bit. For now, I do want to go ahead and send this train on its maiden voyage. I do want to keep an eye on it. Again, keeping an eye on these things every once in a while is, in my opinion, at least a good idea. We saw last session, literally last session, we sent the crop train down south, and almost immediately there were some issues that were easy to fix, sure, but had we just moved on, we would not have noticed them for God knows how long, and then they would have remained as a thorn in our backside for the longest time, right? So it just takes a quick minute and some funky camera work to investigate and make sure these things are working fine. Make sure you're sticking on the right side of the tracks over here, and make sure you're picking up cargo and everything okay, making sure you're picking up the right amount of cargo, making sure you're coming back and moving smoothly. I don't think we're gonna have too much trouble, actually. I think it's I think for all the track that's been laid down, these guys will work relatively smoothly. There shouldn't be too much, you know, blocking paths, I don't think, until production becomes a lot more, like, unless production becomes a lot faster down at Petrograd, we're not going to need another train to move goods at a, you know, efficient rate. So maybe that's something to consider as well as a near future step, is making Petrograd production rates faster. Look at that speed as well, though, eh? So much faster than our other train on its way over. Like, you can feel it. I mean, I don't know if you can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, look at that. There's that train going down that way, and we're coming across this way. Beautiful. Like clockwork over here. There we go. Over to the warehouse. We're sticking to the right side. We're going to go ahead and flip over. And get a couple people on the way in. And there's the arrival. Oh, and look at that. Like a perfect fit. A perfect fit. All right, cool. I'll just quickly take a look at this now. Alright, there we go. Picking up plastics, chemicals, clothes were very quickly picked up. What's the deal there? Why don't we have more clothes? Operating without issues, but where are those clothes going? Are they just taking forever to bring over? Or, oh, you know what? I think what's happened is... No, hold on. We don't even have any clothes in storage here. These guys are all assigned. Well... maybe not as they need to be. Where's our forklift garage? Petrograd warehouse, unload clothes. Gonna keep an eye on that. That's definitely very strange. Definitely very strange. Now, what have we got over here, actually? Why are you stuck over here? What are you waiting for? That train? You're not connected to that train? Okay, here. Yeah, see, this is why I'm glad I joined this on this voyage. You're probably looking down over here and seeing this. Yep, exactly right. Cool. We got this. Gonna wanna, sorry, put down... We're one ways, right? Yeah, so gonna wanna put this down over here. Put you down over here on this side. The chain. Should be able to cross over, hopefully. That's green. This isn't green for some reason. Why are you not green? Because... is this all two ways? This has no semaphores, actually, so I need to clean this up for sure. Okay. You should actually be a chain, now that I think about it, because there's a crossing over here. Put you down like so. Put you down like so. There we go. That clears this up. This whole thing can be one block for now, until we introduce more trains going down to Molna and whatnot to export. Alright, cool. So that's all good. Now, I also want to see... as you move through, what have you left behind? Quite a few chemicals. Now, you can't possibly be full up. And 32 tons of plastics, I suppose. 32 plus 18 is 50. That's 50 tons there. Look, almost no fabric. See, this is where it's like, okay, I guess I have to be a bit more specific. Look at that. Beautiful. I have to be a bit more... oh, look at that. Like, oh, man. This is honestly some of the most, like... complex train work I've done in this game that's actually working. Okay. They barely took on any fabric. Well, that's because there was no fabric here, right? Because we're using it all to make clothes, which is a problem. That's something we need to sort out. I mean, what I could do is I could set this to wait until loaded. Right? Could set this to wait until loaded. So at least it's bringing a full haul back. Guess we could try it. I don't know, I'm worried about the fabric thing because we can't control how much fabric the clothing factory prioritizes versus the train when it comes through, you know? We're gonna loop over. What is with this frame rate though? Shift over this way. Yep, excellent. And you're gonna merge in. And boom, there it is. Wonderful. Good stuff, good stuff. The warehouse is getting chemicals, plastics, clothes, fabric. Questionable. Looks like steel is being moved over here as well. Yeah, good stuff. Constant movement. Now plastics are, see, now here's the thing. It's not a distribution office. So it's just got its plastics that it's holding on to right now. What I could do is I could set up an export, I suppose, like a distribution office that exports the plastics over to Baraharad or something. That train is now carrying plastics that it's not going to be able to drop off until those plastics get used up. Anyway, sorry, I was going to set up lighting. Sorry, not lighting, but power when the sun was up. Let's go ahead and get that done. Where is our potential point of connection here? Well, we have these guys still going down. I should probably just, you know, pull a new line from this. We need a lot of power coming up over here anyway, so I feel like that's not a bad idea. But how far do we want to go? This kind of covers everybody. This definitely covers everybody. Maybe we do that. Does it go? I think it goes as far as it needs to, right? Don't think these guys or these guys need power. Try this first. We might need multiple substations down here anyway, just to handle the load. Pop you down over here. Go ahead and fund your construction. Will you tell me you will? Yeah, excellent. That's one over there. We can put down another one. Don't necessarily want to power all the way up over there, but that's your natural inclination, I suppose. That's okay. I could put another one down over here, perhaps. Let that level a little bit. How about on the other side? Over here. Sure. Pop you down there. Right? Reduces estimated maximum consumption. Good stuff. Pay for you. Sorry, that was the road. Pay for you, I meant. Right? That should be fine. We should be able to sustain that. Yeah, we should be able to sustain that. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and get the medium voltage wire coming up over here. Pretty long way to go. I'm gonna plan this out first. So let's pull you up this way. Of course. It's a bad omen if I ever saw one. Angle is too sharp. Let's pull you over a little bit further. What I would like to do is bring this up on the far side, I think. Let's see, if I pull you over this way, pull you over this way, pull you straight down. This kind of a thing. And look like this, there we go. That goes up over here, we're good, we're good. This is all clear, this is all good. Up over here is where we connect. But I, of course, like I said, want a switch somewhere over here. I forgot the best place to put that switch down. Probably over here. Sure. Go ahead and cancel you. Get that medium voltage switch going on. Flip you this way. Pop you down. Go ahead and connect this over here, this over here. This can roll out this way. Actually, can go straight for a little bit longer. Go up over here. Go straight up and across. There we go. That. Pull you up over here. Will you connect? Nope, too sharp. Okay. Gotta clean this up a little bit. Sharp. Come on. You know you want to, game. Go over to here. Still too sharp, eh? Okay, fair enough. You down this way. Or like just barely too sharp. There we go. That ought to do the trick. Good stuff. Go ahead and pay for all of you. Go ahead and pay for you as well. All that done. It's all that done. So these guys should all have power now. Yep, looking good. Looking good. I'm a little nervous. Okay, so why am I nervous? Things looking fine. Things looking fine. Next step is bringing workers over. We have a ton of steel over here. Nothing's being reduced over here, obviously, because how could it? Plastics, 25 tons. We're seeing very little movement over here. I wonder why that is. Moving chemicals right now. It's like, I wonder how things are prioritized here. Electronics assembly, we're picking up electronics, we're unloading. Yep. Electronics components factory, we're picking up electronics components, dropping it. Yeah, okay, we're all good over here. Alright, let's take a look at the number of workers we need. 400 plus 150, so 550. 550. Okay, so these are together 300, so that's 700 workers all together. 700 plus another 150. Wow. Okay, so 900 workers. No small number. That's no small number. 900 workers. And one of these trains brings, what, 500, right? Are we going to need equally long trains? I could try it. Again, now that we have the trains coming from over here, it's so much closer, it's less stressful. It's not like they have to come all the way from St. Portia down to over here, you know, and it's like a one and done kind of a deal. So that's at least comforting. What do we have here? We have a constant supply of workers, so that's not going to be a problem, right? I'll just wait until the sun comes up, and then we'll go ahead and build more of the same trains to service this, because I think one train should be able to do the trick. If here's what we're going to do. We're going to get one train that should be able to do the trick. Our truck was called. And if it gets congested, then we'll do 2 trains that are smaller, because I think one train will move back and forth so quickly that we'll have over 1,000 workers in the area easy. But if there's congestion, then we do 2 small trains, and we'll still be able to maintain that same, you know, average number of workers in the area. As fire is progressing very slowly, which is promising to see. But where is the? There we go. Firefighters are coming. Excellent. I'm very nervous about. We haven't had a fire here in a long time, if ever, so I was a little worried about the fire. More trucks arriving. Yeah, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. What was the thing again? I think ladders only go as high as like the 17th story or something. If you live above that, then that's something to keep in mind. Was it 17? I forget now. I forget the. And again, it obviously differs from country to country, but I think in Canada that's what it is. Now here we need to bring power as well, so we can actually, you know, get this influence happening. But I suppose that will wait until the next day. And we'll also have to, you know, figure out buses and stuff to get workers and students and stuff all the way over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and create trains that are the same length first. Let's experiment with that. So we've got our locomotive, which I'll probably actually trade out. Which one is this? The CHS7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 passenger wagons. Okay. So let's see. CHS7. 160 kilometers per hour. What is... Oh, that engine power is a bit higher, eh? Well, what do I... This is relatively flat land. There's a bit of a rise over here, I suppose. Electric locomotive. And again, we have nothing available under dollars. Only diesel locomotives, which no thank you. Where are we? Electric. There's a lighter as well. Which one's newer? I guess this one's newer, eh? Try this for consistency's sake. Also larger, though. It is a longer locomotive. So you know what? Okay, fine. Actually, that consistency aside, let's work with this thing. Sure. And 4 passenger wagons, was it? Passenger wagon. Which one was it, though? Which one was it? We have a total of 500 passengers, so 500 divided by 4. is, well, hold on, was it even 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it was. Okay. 4 of them. That would be this one then. 4 times 125 is 500. Gotta be this one. Yeah. Gonna stick with the same, even though this is more passengers. This is a bit lighter, cheaper. The numbers are closer to what we need. 4. I think that should be good. Okay, let's hope this works. Wow, okay, I can't believe this is happening. Move you over here. You're gonna load only workers. You're gonna drop them off over here. Unload only workers. Now, once they come over here, they'll be able to walk to every possible area they need to work. Go ahead and improve their walking speeds, though. Get some lights down over here. What are we looking at? Go ahead and build you over here. You down over here. Just upgrade all this before people arrive. We can afford to now. Oh, it feels so good to be able to say that even. To have these kinds of resources at our fingertips. Thinking back on when we had just 2 million rubles. What a time that was. What a time that was. There we go. Hook this up as well. Don't want anybody getting hit by a forklift because it was too dark to see clearly or anything like that, you know? Not actual game mechanics, but we can pretend. Can hook you up over here. I don't know why exactly, but sure. Can hook this up over here as well. Easier walking over to the car factory. And what's the first thing we should produce? I think the VZ2105. We've got all the game sets already. Where is that car? Where are these cars? Only one of these cars. There we go. I believe it is the VZ2106. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Cars, cars, cars. Where are you at? Personal car. There we go. The VZ. Is this alphabetical? VZ2106. Why would I have purchased 2105? Well, 2106. We have it now. Cool, so let's go ahead and select. What's the difference here? I guess the 2105 is newer. Wouldn't have thought the numbers went backwards, but okay. Both 4 passengers. 2105 is a little bit slower, actually. A little bit lighter. Well, not lighter, but lower engine power as well. So yeah, 2106 is the option. Oh man, it's queued up. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's go ahead and launch this train, I suppose. First stop is unreachable. Okay, uprising grab train platform. Why is that unreachable? You're starting over here. Is it because you will not go past the steel mill? You won't travel through the steel mill? Okay, fair enough. Not the end of the world. Because then what we can do is... And we... I guess we don't have to flip it around. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get our tracks up over here. Let's... Angle of crossing, eh? Always fun. And I... Probably not... Probably can't go this way. Close the road. Okay, not a problem. I'm not too fussed about this. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Everything's alright. Not perfect, but I'll take it. If I push you over this way, pull you with, right? And I... Would I? No, I wouldn't. Like to go down this way. Alright, so let's see. Which one do we have connected? This one, eh? Okay, let's go ahead and connect you on this side as well. Over here. Loop you around. There we go. Pretty close. We don't have to go too like far out or anything, I would say. This... Again, this stuff doesn't get... This won't get used very often or anything either, right? Far away. My bad. Be back. Okay, there we go. There we go, okay. Then we've got, see, the concern is, I mean, we've already kind of boxed this thing in. I don't think I'll ever need this, so that's fine. Yeah, it's like, where is it gonna go? Where are the tracks gonna go from out over here? Nowhere, right? That was always gonna be okay. This is always the exit point for those vehicles that are stored up over there. Going down this way. Best way to do this. Guess we continue down this way a little bit further. Hook up like this. And let's hook you up in as well. There we go. Cool. That does the trick, I think. Sure. Alright, let's go ahead and get these semaphores down on this side, just to separate these pieces in case we ever need to bring another train out. Is it perfect? Yes. You know what? Yes, it is. It's exactly what I need. And so, it is perfect. Go and build both of you. I was hoping it would traverse through the steel mill, but I guess it makes sense that it doesn't. Come on now. Our power should be fine here, right? We should be... Alright, I guess I gotta pay for these. Mayhaps not. We'll find out in a moment. I guess not. Why? Oh. There we go. I was like, it should be fine. It's not different from any other time we've done it. So, okay, there we go. Good stuff. And now, we can start. Oh, here we go, folks. Here we go. Now, the train station up over here is automatically distributing workers as it deems fit. Where are you? There you are. Right, it does what it thinks is necessary. I'm fine with that. I don't think I want to get into the minutia of where workers should go and when they should go there and all that stuff. Alright, here we go. I might want to adjust that. Might want to adjust that. Alright, this is actually a pretty... This could be a problematic train, in all seriousness. And we're still rolling over here. The reason why it could be problematic is because of how densely packed this region actually is. And so you're going to come over here, you're going to be able to pick up all the workers you need, right, without any issue. We're good. Where are the other trains? I don't see any yet. Okay. You're going to turn around, you're going to move. No trains, no trains. Oh, there's the train. See it coming through, right? We're out of its way before it gets anywhere close. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god, like clockwork. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That makes me so happy. Now, will it stay consistent? That's the question. That's the question. What's the answer? I do not know. What I do know is that we've got a train full of workers arriving. There it is. Alright, now hopefully it's going to work without any issues here. We've already got almost all the resources here. Of course, there are some that need to be produced still. Only to be manufactured, but we're going to get on there. Yeah, engineers coming through, workers coming through as well. Good stuff, good stuff. You guys are arriving over here. Excellent. We're going to get to work on mechanical components. Yes, beautiful. Down over here, getting to work on electronic components. Excellent. Over here, working on electronics. Well, they need to get mechanical components and electronic components, so we're going to take some time still. Yeah, this stuff takes some time to make, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Electronics, are you getting to work over here? No, you got to wait for these forklifts to bring some over. That's fine. That's fine. It's all happening, though. Everything's moving. Everything's moving here. Oh. Didn't think I'd ever be so happy to see the production of pollution out of a neighborhood. Here it is. Here it is. It's all happening. All right, wonderful. This is good to see. This is good to see. And over here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, electronics are being made as well. Pretty soon, we can start, hooking people up with their own electronics as well. Now, our problem is in fabric, isn't it? It is indeed. Our problem is with fabric. Now, over here, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Glad I came down here to check. You got stuck over here a while ago. Why is that? Got a chain over here. You got a chain up over here. wonder if... Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, you know what? I think these are too tightly packed, aren't they? That's the trouble with these long trains. Let's see. Are you free for now? Gonna have to sort this out. Because I understand what's happening over here. Our problem is train length. And not being able to put a semaphore down over here. Don't think this will fit. Trains are coming through. Make you that. Over here. Make you that, so you'll check over here because you're going into an intersection. Yeah, that should do the trick. We have fabric down over here though, because if we don't have fabric down over here, it doesn't really make much of a difference, does it? We do not. Feel like we need to... Oh. I wish we could control how much fabric actually gets brought down over here. That's a serious problem. That is a serious problem. And now this hasn't had crops for a while. Just because of these trains getting stuck. Okay, let's go on and pick up some crops right now. Actually pretty full up. I could have just sent it back to the warehouse. Clothes, plastics, chemicals, no fabric. Yeah, so this is a bit of a problem. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to sort this. I mean, the best way to sort this might actually be to get rid of the factory connection and have a truck bring fabric over in like small quantity from the fabric factory specifically. So that most of them get shipped to the warehouse, and then every once in a while the truck comes through to load up and drop off. Let's try that. I think that's the only real way to solve this problem. Worst case scenario, we can always, re-establish this. More vehicles are using it. Oh, I see. Come on, buddy. We're gonna wait until you load the whole thing. We'll come back there in a second. Are things still fine up at Uprising Grad? I'm waiting for this to all fall apart. It looks like we're still okay, actually. And in terms of employment, oh, look at that. That's pretty good. And it's not because of construction or anything. It's because of these industries up over here. All right, what are we looking at? Now, do I want to store electronics over here as well? Kind of, right? Because from over here, it can be taken up to here, but can also be distributed. So, sure, let's do that. Sorry, not you, but you. The warehouse will take electronics as well. Same thing with you. Warehouse will take electronics as well. Now, this train is moving pretty quickly, so I'm pleased enough with that. And the issue lies with the production of fabric. Okay, buddy, you can... Alright, you know what? Where's our... There we go. Go ahead and remove the clothing factory. Okay. And can we now... cancel this? No, still being used by you. Come on, buddy. Go home. Can't even rush it. It's gonna wait until it loads up fully. Well, 0.7 tons is not that far away, actually. I can be that patient. I have that degree of patience. And it's been disconnected, so we'll be fine when we come back. What was I thinking? I was thinking this needs power. I don't want to get power up over here. We do have more connections available over here. Okay. Not available there. Pull directly from here and like pop it down over here or something. Doesn't get to the TV station unless I put it up over here. Can't build up there though. Infrastructure, fair enough. Over here somewhere kind of centralized. in the park. Up over here. Maybe down over here. Need flat terrain. That's not a problem. Hopefully. Just trying to find a good place that we can just kind of drop it down. Like down over here. There we go. Do a bit. There we go. Beautiful. Now if I actually build this, what does it tell me in terms of its load? 95%? That's not too bad. We'll need more eventually. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and build a switch. Down over here. Down over here. There we go. Flapping this. There we go. Just kind of, you know, future-proofing, I guess you could say. Move you up. Ooh. Neat when it does that kind of stuff, where it doubles up just a couple meters away. Yep. Gotta keep going up over here. Hang on a second. Pull out from here. There we go. Cleaner. Connect over here. And up and over. Beautiful. Go ahead and build all that. Go ahead and build you as well. That should give power over here. Excellent. Beautiful. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Go ahead and add a little bit of propaganda over here, if you don't mind. Please. Thank you. There we go. Excellent. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay, cool. That's pretty good. 404 viewers is the peak we saw so far. It's like watching viewer count during a live stream. Good stuff. 88.72% of the population have television. Well, now they're getting someone to watch. Obviously, we're going to get workers to the radio station as well. Missing actors and staff. We'll work on that in a moment. Down over here, let's see. The clothing factory is still working away, I hope. Yes, it is. Not a lot of workers here, which is slowing it down, obviously. We could work on getting more workers down over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this connection, just to serve as a reminder. A bit of a waste, but not the end of the world. Can I... If I buy... We have a vehicle depot somewhere here, surely. Guess not. Can I not give these guys custom orders? I guess not, eh? Alright, fair enough. No vehicle depots, really, eh? Alright, well, okay. Not the end of the world. Now, we don't want to move too much. We don't want to move too much of a product. Covered hull. How much fabric would we want to move at a time? 1 ton of fabric at a time is a short distance, so these trucks are going to be moving fabric pretty quickly. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say sure to that. 1 ton at a time. That's like the least we've ever wanted to move at any given time, but I think that'll do the trick. You, my good friend, are going to start here. You're going to pick up fabric, you're going to drop it off over here. Okay, let's begin. Alright. Do we have any fabric up over here? .03 tons of fabric. We don't actually need that much. We should actually be okay to finish things. But obviously 0.03 tons is not enough to move. Fair enough. Fair enough. How many electronics do we have over here? 13 tons of electronics. So we could start distributing electronics and clothes from over here. We're actually topped up on clothes. Anything else we can set to 0%? Not really, eh? Alright, well, hey, listen. I'm going to go ahead and say this distribution office over here and start unloading electronics wherever it's relevant. And loads as well. Yeah, we've already got that set. Good stuff. I wish you could reorganize this, the ordering over here. So I'm about to add you as a spot to load clothes and electronics. We'll see how that works out. Clothes for sure, we don't need clothes up over here, but electronics, we'll see how that balance works out. Looks like these trains are moving smoothly as well. I mean, this is pretty good. I haven't seen a jam over here yet, so wow. Genuinely quite pleased with that. Genuinely quite pleased with that. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Down over here, do we have fabric now? No fabric. Why? What's up? Are you not unloading fabric up over there? That's got to be it. Retrograde warehouse. Unload fabric. There we go. That needs to be sorted out ASAP. This guy is slowly coming through behind this construction vehicle. Do we have enough time to deliver any fabric? Come on, bring that fabric over. Lots of crops over here as well, eh? This truck can probably stop doing its crop duty. Oh no, that train's almost here. We have no fabrics. There we go, beautiful. 0.98, a little bit more, a little bit more. Yes, there it is, beautiful. Good stuff, good stuff. You're just waiting for this construction vehicle to go through, that's fine. You're waiting for this train to go through, that's fine as well. But you know what, actually, let's keep an eye out over here. As you come through, I expect all the fabric to be taken. Yeah, beautiful. Got the fabric, yeah, you're moving. So is this gonna move through cleanly? You're gonna go up and you're gonna come through. Yes, wonderful. Oh man, that makes me so happy. Unreasonably happy. Oh, look at this too. Oh, that's so cool. Look at these trains going side by side. You're gonna overtake, right? Because I think you're a little bit lighter, I imagine. You have no passengers. Looks like they're staying... Okay, this is too cool. This is... Oh my god. This is way too cool. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the synchronicity of that. Oh my lord. I now understand. I now understand people who make like massive train. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so cool. I'm so pleased. I understand now the whole obsession with like train sets and making little electrified train roads, tracks and little villages. I totally get it. I get it now. This is so fun to just watch. Wow. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And there we have it. That's fabric being delivered, right? Yes, excellent. So that means we should be just about ready to see our first car get produced over here, because that fabric's going to get brought over. And these guys get to work more or less right away. Hopefully. What are you picking up? What are you picking up? You picking up fabric? No, come on. Somebody pick up fabric over here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. This guy's going to pick up fabric. Did you also pick up fabric? You did. Or you're about to. Alright. Exciting times. And again, we don't need much fabric, actually. We don't need much. Okay, so then do we actually keep this connection? Was it because I didn't have that forklift delivery happening? Yeah. Oh, maybe. Working through the night to deliver the nation's first nation-made vehicle. Look at that. That black smoke represents progress, folks. This thick plume of pollution. The pollution of progress. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. They're in storage somewhere over here. Okay, cool. 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 Now they're just gonna keep making them until we cancel. How many do we want to make? Finished vehicles 1. There's number 2. Now forklifts almost certainly, right? Can't move vehicles. I would be shocked if they can. Let's go ahead and purchase from over here. Open hull. You've got stuff. Okay. 12 tons of bricks. Can we unload the bricks over here? No, of course not. When are we ever able to unload bricks? Let's get somebody else. Let's buy a new one. Open hull. AMZ, of course. Unload vehicles on flatbed. So that should be able to. Assume. Shift vehicles. Where are we? Over here. Load vehicles. And over here, drop them off. Again. Amazing. Amazing. 4 vehicles made. In case you couldn't see the pollution of progress earlier. There it is. Oh, you can see them down over here too. Stacked back to back to back to back. That's hilarious. There's no animation or anything for it, was there? Too bad about, I mean, I've been told forklifts can't carry them. I don't actually know for a fact. I could test, I suppose. Doesn't cost that much to buy one. But it straight up doesn't have vehicles listed over here. So one can assume it doesn't work. Fair enough. Where is my truck? Where you at, buddy? Where are you at? Alright, you're making your way over. Cool. Speed it up a little bit. I mean, it's actually wild to me how smoothly things seem to be working right now. Only a matter of time before it all breaks, right? It's only a matter of time. But we have all the raw materials moving smoothly. We have vehicles being produced smoothly. We have workers moving smoothly as well, right? So that's a pleasant surprise. I was very concerned that those trains would cause jams and blockages and things like that, but it looks to not be the case, so that's promising. I guess the last step of it would be to actually get, well, these are one of the last steps. Let's go ahead and enjoy this. There it is. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We should maybe stop producing. We should figure something else out. I mean, I guess we'd be exporting them as well, so maybe I shouldn't stop producing. Oh, don't start seizing up over here. What do you, oh, yeah, I mean, I guess. It's so wild to me. The time's finally come. It's so wild. How many cars can we have at any given time? Gotta be a limit, right? No containers stored. I mean, well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, I guess there's a pretty short trip. I guess don't stop producing them, and we'll just export them down at Baraharad. Like, why not, right? Why not? Folks, this is pretty exciting. This is ridiculously exciting. I mean, maybe I'm too excited. Maybe I shouldn't be this excited, but it's finally happened. Next session, we're gonna actually get these cars over to the people. Make sure they're you know, actually using the cars before we start talking about export. We don't want to congest the roads, right? We want to make sure that there's a proper balance of how many personal vehicles versus public vehicles are being used. But yeah, the next session we're going to focus on getting these vehicles in the hands of our wonderful citizens, and we're also going to focus on getting all of this up and running properly. Right now, of course, the TV stations are up and running. If we take a look at unemployment, we're looking at some of the best numbers we've seen in a long time, thanks to the vehicle production facilities being up and running. We are going to see that unemployment drop even further as this stuff gets, you know, operational as well. We got to get public transit working to over here. Who knows? Maybe people are going to start driving over here if we don't establish public transit. But whatever it might be, things are going well. Things are going well. I hope y'all enjoyed this session because I certainly did. A momentous occasion to be celebrated. I mean, geez, things are moving smoothly everywhere as well, which is nice to see. Are you guys still moving smoothly? No, you're not moving smoothly. You know what? I'm not going to let that, like, ruin my day. We'll sort that out at the top of next session. I'm sure it's an easy fix. Just got to think about it a little bit. But right now, I just want to celebrate the fact that we do have our vehicle industry up and running. And we can move on to the next big project. Folks, if you enjoyed, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. As always, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time. Das Vidanya.